This week, first of all, I'm Donna Kay from thebrilliantobe.com. Sorry, I forgot I'm recording this. And I have been talking to a few people, and I wanted to share some information that I have been doing this week. It's a process creating new energetic priorities. And I have a cheat sheet that you can download, and I will put that in the comments on the Facebook where you got the link if you're interested in looking at that. And the thing about energetic priorities are that they are the energies that you wish to create your life and business from. If it's not showing up, then they truly aren't your priority. An energetic priority is something you choose and then create your life from. And this was a mystery to me. I would choose a priority and then people would say, well, you're not choosing it really. Gary Douglas would say, well, if you have a priority and it's not showing up, it's because you're not choosing that. And I didn't get that until recently. For some reason, I'm a little bit slow sometimes. Maybe I wasn't ready to see that. But the difference is that when you create a priority that you're going to reference and you look at your choices and then you use that to create your life from. Like if there's an opportunity that comes up, you can say, hey, does this match my priority? And sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off. So one of the things in my life is I moved back to my family farm, and I've been working on trying to build it up and get it going. And my family has had this underlying priority, I would say, a hidden priority of struggle. And I really kind of have gotten away from that until I came back here, and it's like it's just running the gamut this year. So I looked at my priorities, and I believe between Thanksgiving and Christmas I went ahead and did the whole process again, and it was I had some priorities prior, but I had this long list. It was like I would have a word, but I would explain it, and it was so heavy, it was like sledging through mud. So this year I went through, and let me grab my book. I went through and I changed my priorities, and so my core personal energetic priorities I decided are, and I'll just kind of show you my sheet, and I have on the back, I have the business ones, and they're not typed up or anything. I have a really pretty one that is on the computer for an online, a digital planner. But for my priorities, I chose ease, freedom, collecting numbers just for fun, money, stats on my computer, emails, sales, whatever that is, just collecting the numbers. And that's a lot lighter than saying I have a goal of creating a certain amount of money for me. Now, some people, it's easier and lighter for them on that. And then ease, lightness, and sexiness for my body, because I haven't felt that in a couple of years. And travel and beach time. And so those are my priorities. And when I looked at my priorities for the farm this year, I realized that it was not ease. There wasn't any part of it that was ease. And so I took about 3 days around Christmas to evaluate that and look at all my options and change everything. And I have one of my cousin's sons that's been helping me out here, and I had intended on leaving it to him whenever I left or passed away, but I decided that it was just too much. There was just too much to do, and it didn't match my priorities. And it's the first time it really clicked that I don't always look at the opportunities and choices I have in reference to my priorities, which is then not a priority, because you're not looking at, you're not making that your part of your number one choice. So in looking at relationships, it's the same way. I started looking at the relationships in my life, and the men I've been dating or not dating as per se, because they're never around. And I looked at how much of that is ease, and most of it's not. And so I just started looking at what I can eliminate from my life that does not match the priorities. And so that's kind of where I have this love of New Year's, and I always do these big goals and targets, and I accomplish a lot of it usually, but this year has been one of those years that I know a lot of people said they created amazing things, and everything I went to do is like banging my head on the wall this year. But I think a lot of it had to do with the energy that I have here, and I know you can clear those lineages, the energetic priorities, from the lineages. I just haven't stopped to look at that. And I do have a session set up with another facilitator to try and look at that and clear some of those now. But that struggle priority has not been in my life for many years until I moved back here. So I kind of think it's something attached to the farm. And so I'm working on clearing that here too, as I put it up for sale. So do we have any comments or questions? This can be interactive. It's not just me, ladies. No? Yeah? Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
I hit the wrong button. I really just want to be on
Be
voice,
hidden.
not on camera today.
That's okay.
Yeah. So Donna, when you talk about like I love this conversation. It just really resonates with me. It's like the priority of struggle. Wow. And that really hits home for me, especially because I get that I have I just got it this year as well, that I have a priority to make myself insignificant, and that energy of I don't matter. And a friend pointed out, well, he asked me, is that yours? He's a family friend who knows my family.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, are you sure, Rebecca, are you sure that that's yours? And it was just like this huge revelation to me that it's not mine, it's my dad's, but it's been a like a family priority. Like it's energetically, quantumly entangled with righteousness. Like
Yes.
somehow if you're insignificant, you're righteous.
Wow, that's big. Yeah. And there's a lot of that,
Yeah.
And I realized that I really have never made myself a priority and chosen just for me. There's always been my parents who were ill, my kids, even when they were grown, it was, well, if I choose this, and then I can't run back and forth and help them with the kids when they do roundups and all that kind of stuff. And my partners mainly, one of my things in relationships is making myself disappear, and my goals and dreams just disappear. And so I've been very upfront with people this year or last year, and I just said, I'm sorry, I am not going to lose myself this time. I'm not going to give in to someone else's dreams, and because I had a lot of input about what I should do, whether I should sell the farm, and mostly everyone thinks I should, and then I should move to here. No, you should come to Dallas because then I could see you more. Well, no, that's not how it works. I've done that all my life. I've moved to where the man was, my partner was. I've moved to where, um, into their home and fixed up their property. And that's the reason I came here, is because I was tired of fixing up other people's. I planted, and we went from 30 trees at the last place I was at to over 100 trees and like 50 something shrubs that I planted there. And I just got tired of doing that. So in the lineage thing, I think there's like a big, it's a big issue in itself. Maybe that's a call all to itself. And I have done a lot of generational clearings at times. Hi, Miss Vicki. Welcome. It's so glad to have you. We're doing a conversation, so you're welcome to jump in anytime. But the lineage priorities, hidden priorities that we were discussing, I've done that with some clients quite a bit. I apologize if my internet is cutting out, because I'm getting that it's unstable. I can switch to my phone if it gets to be a problem. Just let me know. But that's one of the things, is looking at those places, and sometimes we aren't aware of that. We decide we're not going to look at that, and where we go ahead and we go through the process, and so the process I have here, and I'll give you the link for the cheat sheet. Step 1, review. So we review the past priorities, targets, goals in your life that you've chosen that haven't shown up, or maybe have. Do you feel like your wheels are spinning? And hint, if you've created a priority that's not showing up, it's truly not your priority. And then, are there hidden priorities keeping you from creating what you truly desire? Is there an inherited priority that continually ripples through your lineage that you can't seem to eliminate? Such as, we were talking about struggle, poverty, making yourself insignificant, not standing up for yourself and being who you are, hiding. And that one's one that I've done for years. And I look back and I think my mother did that as well. That's why she was so unhappy. And then step 2 is listing your 2020 goals, priorities, and targets. So the first one, we look at like a mass of your lifetime things that you've wanted to create, and look at where they've worked and where they haven't, so you can kind of see patterns. And then in step 2, we list your 2020 goals, targets, and priorities. And what energy comes up when you think about these? Did you accomplish them? Is there a certain sector of life that you feel stuck and you can't move from? Is this sector something that's a lineage issue? And is there any awareness that you've been ignoring? And I'm really good at doing that, drowning out that awareness sometimes. And step 3 is explore, like, what energetic priorities do you have, would you like to have in your life? Ease, freedom, lightness, vitality, travel. Those are mine. Write down all the energies you would like to include in your life, and you can put those into different sectors. And then step 4 is to choose those priorities and put them under your sectors. And then step 5 is to use these as a reference for your choices in daily life. So we explore the choices and use those energetic priorities to create your life from. And that's the key that I kind of missed, I think, for so many years, is using that as a reference to, as I said before, connect, create your life from. So did you want to go into that, or have you already done that, Rebecca, on that priority? Would you like to process some of that?
I haven't done. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah.
Okay.
I have done some, but mostly just on my own, just really like using the tools of access and some of the work with like the 5 elements of intimacy, because I really get that, like, honoring and being vulnerable and really honest with yourself on what all of that is. can help process some of it. But yeah, I would love to work with you on some of that today if you have time.
Oh yeah, perfect. So, okay, let's look at the lineage part of it. So, how many eons has this been perpetuated in your lineage? It feels to me like it's been
Wow.
a long, long time. So let's pull up all that energy. And
Yeah, because I'm getting now that it's like both on my dad's side and my mom's side.
okay, and just since we have somebody new on, do you want to share again what you were talking about to start with? On the priority of what it is?
Sure. Yeah. Just it's the priority of insignificant or insignificance, and how if you sort of like live your life or tout, like, what is that word, like tout yourself as insignificant? Does that make sense? Is that the
Yes.
right word? um that you then, that it's like energetically tied to righteousness.
Okay. And so as we look at the lineage part of it on both sides of the family, and we pull all that energy up of all of those places in the lineage of I'm right to be this way. And a lot of that has its lines drawn through
Wow.
religion, like that martyr
Mm-hmm.
syndrome almost, like I can't be bigger than somebody
Yes.
else. So let's take all of that and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. And now let's let it go and destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. And all the oaths, vows, commitments, communities, cofealties, all those other isms and things that are attached to that anyone in your family has created and turned in as they wanted to do it as a gift and as an honoring of what they believed. It almost turned it into a limitation. It did turn into a limitation, but almost like a curse in the family instead of a blessing.
Yeah.
And so let's
Yeah,
take all of
definitely.
that. Yeah, let's take all that vow, that original vow at the very core, the root of each lineage, and where they felt like they had to do this to be right and correct and true. And let's build that up and amplify it more and more and more. And now let's take that root and let's just cut it off. I actually have some ugly scissors here with paint on them. Let's cut it off. And take that and just allow it to wither away. Like it, well, in gardening, you have that tree or vine, and once you cut that root off, then it withers and dies. And so we'll allow that virus that's run through the root system of your lineage and allow that to wither and die away.
Wow.
Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, online, shorts, wise, and beyonds. And anyone who doesn't know that, which I think most of you do, that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And you can go to theclearingstatement.com to learn more about that. And the process we're using with the clearing statement is from Access Consciousness. And I do use other techniques as well. So now let's look at all of the places you've created your life from that point of view, that belief system, and that priority that is from your lineage, that you sometimes we feel like it's dishonoring to get rid of and do things different. For me, one of my priorities I realized that was hidden a few years ago when I did this process in another class was that I have only made more money than my dad twice in my lifetime. And as soon as I realized it and my dad realized I was making more money than him, I immediately left that job because I had a priority, because my dad didn't believe that I should be able to make more money than he did. And so that had run in my life for years, 20, 30 years. And so it's those hidden priorities that like take our dreams and our goals and they bypass them because we haven't looked at that priority. And so now going back to that insignificance and the righteousness of having to be right about that, everywhere that you and your lineage has had to hold that in place and prove that you're right by doing this. Oh, wow, that's big. Let's get that energy and let's expand that out and amplify it and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. And would you be willing to just join and create that?
Wow.
On 1, 2, and 3. Right,
Yes.
Talk online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Wow. And
so you know
now,
what's coming up is something about, it's like something about when I am willing to make myself insignificant, then somehow I'm saving others.
And that lie that so many of us have perpetrated on ourselves. So let's take that. Everywhere that you have to be the martyr and you have to sacrifice yourself for everyone else, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that? On 1, 2, and 3. Again, on 1, 2, and 3. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all 9, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Very good. So there's something coming up about your, about the future generations in your family. So everywhere that they've already attached to that, and everyone else in the lineage, that even the unknown lines that may not be, that are hidden, that you don't even know in your tree, we take all of that and we cut those priorities out of your family tree from the future generations, the past generations, and change all of it energetically to create more space and ease. And everything that doesn't allow that, we destroy it and create it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all 9, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Yeah, wow.
There's still something there. Are you getting anything coming to you?
Yeah, it's my sister, and I'm not that close to her, but she is so strongly attached to the insignificant piece and the righteousness. Like, and I almost feel, and it's weird because sometimes, oh, that's weird. Can beings be in two bodies at once?
Yes.
So she is
in
partially in my body.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I get called her name sometimes by people that know me and know my name, but occasionally she's in me. She's like taken over part of my body. Oh my God, that's so weird.
Because she wants to be freer like you are, but she's still rooted in that other part.
Yes. Yeah, so, and we've never been close, but she has always had this desire for closeness, but she will not allow me to get close or be close with her, to her.
Okay, so let's deal with that closeness first. Everywhere there, everything that is in the way of you being close, if you choose to be, and that it is a choice and to be close or not instead of a vow or commitment is what I'm getting at, is that there was some jealousy or something that maybe you were someone's favorite that she was upset about. And so everything that is, let's amplify that out and make it so big that it just expands. And everything that is, we destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD,
Yes.
POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And everywhere your relationship with her has
Whew.
been created and destroyed from that space, we destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, online, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Yes.
And now, do you want to just work with that, or do you want to see if there's other entities?
No, it's just that one.
Okay. So, what is her name?
Rachel.
Rachel. The spiritual being of Rachel that has decided to reside in Rebecca's body. We ask you to step forward. And now I'm asking, who are you? What is your name? Who were you before that? And who were you before that? And who were you before that? And everything that you believe you're getting from being in Rebecca's body as freedom, we're telling you now that you can choose that in your own body if you will be willing to do that.
Oh, wow.
And now, whatever you think your job is, I'm getting to keep you safe, but to also give her freedom. Whatever your job was before that, whatever your job was before that, whatever your job was before that, we destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And we ask that you return to your own body from whence you came, never to return to Rebecca's body again. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And we do this with the awareness. Wow. We do this with the awareness that sending you the consciousness to create the changes you would like to see in your life as well. 1, 2, 3, right, wrong, good, bad, POD, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay.
Cool.
So, great. Anything else there?
No, that's a lot lighter. Like it's,
Good.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, is there anything else on that lineage priority that you want to look at?
No, like my mind is totally blank.
Okay. Good.
Everything is like I don't even have words anymore. Like, what did we just do? Like, I'm just totally melty and everything is just open and free and space. That's what I'm looking for. I don't even have the words, but there's a lot of space. Yeah. So thank you, Donna. Wow, that's amazing.
You're welcome. Thank you. So, is there any other questions or any priorities anybody wants to look at? No? Okay, so again, I'll go through the steps one more time just to do that, and then I will let me see if I can post that. Pull that up and listen. I'm sorry, pull up that. Pull up that link and put it in the, well, actually, there's only a couple of us on here, so I'll just post it on the Facebook page. And I've lost, there it is. I lost my Zoom. So, yeah, so we'll look at that. So the first part is looking at all of your priorities in your life, of the things that you felt where you were stuck. And again, looking if there's any hidden priorities, and especially the ones that are inherited and they go through your lineage. And then you destroy and uncreate those and process those. And if anybody wants a session, they're welcome to contact me on Facebook or the website, thebrillianceub.com. The list of your 2020, I put 2020 target goals, but it's actually 2021. Targets and priorities, what energy is coming up when you think of them, and what did you accomplish? Oh, that is the 2020. And then is there a sector that you get stuck in? And does the sector have a lineage issue? And is there any awareness that you've been ignoring? And then we're going to explore the energetic priorities you'd like to have as your life and write all those down that you would like to include. And then step 4 is to choose those priorities for 2021. And you can write them out in sectors. I generally just do a list like I showed you before, and I do one for my personal and one for business. And then the last step is the most important step, and that is to look at your opportunities and choices and compare them to your energetic priorities and see if they line up. And that's where you want to create your life from, because if you don't do that, then you are not making it a priority. You're actually just continuing in that automatic choice system. And that's the key that I had missing for many, many years. And so that is the 5 steps, and there is a cheat sheet that you're welcome to have, and I will put it in the links on the Facebook page. So any other questions, or anybody want to say anything? Did I not clarify anything?
That was lovely. Thank you, Donna.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your participation. That was wonderful. Thank you all for showing up, and everyone who watches this in the future. I appreciate it. And I will have some more classes coming up. And this is actually part of my Enchanted Living. It's a new program that's coming out. It's a new coaching program I have. It's about creating your life from those. You create your priorities, and it's how you create your life to create that enchanted life that you would like. But I also have it, and what I have it now in an offering is in Enchanted Business. You can find that on thebrillianceub.com and click the Work With Me link, and it will take you to the programs that I have available. And Enchanted Living is, or in the Enchanted Business, that is the first step. It's gaining clarity, I believe, and it's looking at where you've been operating from in your business and what you would like to create. And then you look at the priorities you would like to create. And we look at the energetic priorities first, because that's the main key in creating it. And then from there, you create your projects and your targets within those projects, and that creates your plan for your business. And you can then break those out into your quarters. But that's just one part. That's the first section of that program. And if anyone's interested, that you can actually just get the individual sections if you don't need the whole program. So thank you all for joining. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Put questions in the comments below the video where I post it on Facebook or Instagram. I couldn't do it as a Facebook Live because Facebook put me in jail, and I am restricted from doing the online live videos for some reason. And I don't even know what it was. It didn't even show me what I did wrong. So it just said I've been restricted for 30 days. So I'll just have to post it as a video. But thank you all for participating. Thank you.
Because you're a powerful creator.
Thank you. Yes. But I looked this morning.
Of course they had to restrict you, Donna. Come on.
I've lived in that box way too long. I busted out. I'm not going back. But I got on there this morning to do the link and put all the events in, and it wouldn't let me. And I was like, whatever. I'm just going to do the Zoom. I'm going to share it if anybody shows up. If not, I'll share it later and people can see it. So thank you so much for participating. Thank you, Rebecca, for letting me facilitate you in that and being vulnerable.
That's awesome. Thank you, Donna.
All right. You guys have a wonderful day and a Happy New Year. Have an enchanted 2021. Bye.